Hi guys. Hi there. Today we're going to do another drawing. I picked out this fun little plant to do today. So all you need for today is to find a plant. I use this little house plant. I like it. It's a kind of a cactus, and I have my sketchbook and my pencil. One thing that's great about drawing a plant is that you can find a plant inside and you can also find a plant outside. So if you don't have a plant in your house, maybe you can see one from your porch, or maybe you can even take a walk and find one. But plants are all around us, and we love them because they are a great part of nature, and it's a great thing to practice drawing a plant. So whatever plant you decide to pick is going to be great. A plant is a great thing to draw because it really reminds us how important it is to use our eyes and not our brain for this drawing. So I think I'm going to hold my paper sideways because I love how this plant comes this long branch coming down here, and I don't want that to go off my paper. So I think my plant is more sideways than it is tall. So I'll go ahead and put my paper sideways. And if you're drawing a house plant or a plant in a pot, I love to get started by drawing the pot because it's usually a pretty easy shape. This one's kind of like an oval, kind of like a triangle. It's just maybe even sort of, that's really a trapezoid, isn't it? That's what that shape is. You can decide. And just get that in there. And then again, I think it should curve in a little bit more, but I'm not going to erase it, at least not until I get it how I like it. When you don't erase your mistakes, but you leave them there, what happens is that it's easier to fix it because you can see, oh, this comes out too far, so I'm going to bring my line in. If I erase it, I don't have the mistake to teach me. So right now this goes right across, but I can see that this curves down. In fact, I can see almost the whole top circle. So I'm going to go ahead and put that circle shape in, and my plant will cover up some of it, but I don't mind that. I just want to get it in there now so that I can sort of see what's what. Again, now I don't need this line anymore. I could erase it, but I really don't have to. It won't bother us by the end, you'll see. Okay, so here it is. I think that's pretty good. Now these sort of teardrop shapes, they're cool, but remember we talked yesterday, that's more decoration. That's just a shape that's painted on. So I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. I can add that later. What I want to start is noticing how my plant goes. Now, my brain really thinks it knows all about how a plant goes. My brain thinks that I should draw this shape for the plant pot, and then some stems that go straight up, and then some leaves like this. That's just not how this plant looks, really, at all. Look at this plant. It has these kind of wavy lines. It goes all over the place. So I'm going to ignore what my brain wants me to do, and I'm going to pick one part of my plant to start with. I love this one, so I'm going to start there. I noticed that the line starts right here on the edge, and it comes kind of out and over and across, something like that. It's kind of fun. And now I can start putting my leaf shapes in. So these are sort of ovals, maybe, and then they're pointy at the top. So I'll just draw those leaves in there. I see that one, and I see this one. Yeah, these kind of pointy ovals. There we start to get it. And I'm going to kind of maybe make my stem a little wider. When I'm looking, I want to mostly look at my plant because the paper doesn't know how this plant looks. I can see it here, so I'm going to make this line match my other line. That's about all I can see of that, so I'll stop. Now my brain is going to really try and rush me here and start to tell me, oh, you know what these leaves look like. You should just go ahead and put them all in. But I don't see them all. I don't even see that one there. Like, that's just a tiny bit that goes behind. So I'm just going to draw that shape. Okay. Now this one I do see. So I say that's about there. That's an oval to me. I'll just put an oval there. And I'll just put an oval here. That's pretty good. And I'll just put another one here. And I'm not going to just start drawing any old leaves. I'm going to keep picking one leaf at a time. Now I'm going to draw this one. I'm noticing that maybe I didn't even make my branch far enough away from my plant. I should have made it further so I could fit more leaves in. But I think I'm going to just stay with what I have and keep drawing leaves. Like I said, for observation drawing, we really don't want to erase too much. It kind of just ruins the fun of it. And we just want to keep going. Okay. Now there's a little curvy bit that doesn't have any leaves. So I'm going to just leave that little curvy bit. And here's a longer one after that. These are all ovals. I think because I'm sort of seeing them on the side. And now look at this big one. I think I'm going to kind of do this big one right here. This is more pointy. It's blocking that one so I can go over right, overlap it. Yeah, that's good. And I am going to erase so I can kind of see how that looks. I like that. And this one's going to be like this. It's almost like I have a laser pointer in my eyeball, like I'm some kind of laser eyeball robot. And I'm moving my laser pointer along the edges of each leaf as I'm drawing it, really concentrating. I like this. I think that's about right. And then for me, I never like to get too much of one part done before I keep going with another part. So I think I really have sort of like a lot of this plant going here, of this stem. But nothing's going on over here. So let's take a look at some of these guys. Okay. I like this little stem. So it starts about here. And just when it comes to the edge of the plant, it kind of curves and bends and goes up a little bit. And I'll give his little other stem a help there. Okay. And now I see this part. I'm going to draw some stems. I'm going to keep looking because I don't want to draw any old stem that my brain invents. I want to draw the stems that I really see. And I'm going to keep looking. Now look at this one. Comes all the way over and then it bends out. You know what I'm noticing right now? What I'm noticing is that I think this is two plants in one. That's interesting. I wonder when I did that. At some point I must have put one part of another cactus in this because I think this leaf and this leaf are not the same. They're not the same color and they're not the same shape. So I need to make a different shape when I'm doing these stems. Let's see. Let's take a look at that one because we can see it really clearly. It's an oval, but it's wider. I'm going to put that little oval. And then I'm going to put this one here. Did you know that drawing plants is actually a Montessori activity? It's really good. It's the way scientists used to work and learn about new plants is by drawing them. I love drawing plants because we can see that there's always a pattern, but still each one is an individual. So these leaves kind of come out here. That's nice. We can see the pattern of the leaves, but each one is its own leaf. It's kind of getting complicated in there with all those different leaves. I'm going to stop and do Maybe this one. Look at this one. It has these two little guys poking up. I don't even think I drew that stem yet. Let me get that going. So all these sort of discoveries that I'm making along the way, they're not even mistakes. It's not bad that I didn't draw that stem yet. I just didn't get to it. So now that I've discovered that, this is a great opportunity for me to just draw it right now. Again, we want to not worry and just look. So if you have been drawing along with these at home, you can draw my plants, but it's going to be much better for you to draw your own plant, because it's always better to draw something that you're looking at in real life than it is to draw something that you're looking at a screen. It's better practice for your drawing, and it's better for your eyes and your brain, and it means that you don't need to wait until you have a screen or a video from me. You can just get drawing whenever you feel like your brain might need a break from something else, or you're in the mood, or you're not sure what else to do. All those are great times to look around and see if you can find something to draw. Yesterday we were talking about drawing a friend, and you can do that. Today we're talking about drawing a plant, and that's pretty good too. Maybe you'll take a walk and bring your sketchbook with you and draw some plants that you see, and really look, practice really looking, I love these little lines that are on there. Can you see that? I'm going to let you get close up. And then this is the last part that we're going to do here. There's a lot more, but I don't want to spend this whole video just me drawing. What I really want to encourage you to do is find your own plant in your own place. Or you could look out the window and see a tree, or anything that's going to help you find something that you can look at and draw. Maybe you want to do another stuffed animal like yesterday. It's up to you. And you can give it a try. I think I'm going to stop recording this right now. This is challenging. You can see this is a lot harder than the robot, right? Each shape is its own different little tiny shape. All these ovals are following a pattern, but each one is different. And I want to go real slow so that I can get each one. I might put on some music when I finish this. I like how we can start to see the underneath part of that. Do you see that? That's nice. And then look here. Here's these front little plants. I didn't even get to those yet. But I think I'm going to stop for today. I think that's enough for you to kind of get the idea. There's a lot of parts of this drawing that I would like to continue and improve. It's really not about making it perfect. It's just about looking. So I think that's kind of enough to remind you that you can keep looking at what's around you and find really good things to draw. For my Wilson folks, once spring break is officially over, we'll start setting up some ideas for you to work with other materials and other spaces besides just drawing. But this week we're going to do all kinds of drawing stuff, because that seems to match with a good kind of relaxing spring break thing that we got going on right here. And then after that, we'll see what's going on and make a plan from there. Does that sound good? So I hope you guys are having a good day and hanging in there. I miss you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.